All right, so I did it. I finally beat Messmer on New Game Plus. I soloed him to see if I could still do it, and I'm not too old to play video games. Well, not this time. Ignore what you see on the screen. This is when he murked me before I beat him. Uh, Honestly, I have kind of mixed reviews on the fight itself. I can totally see why some people say it's one of the best fights in the series. You know, he's an awesome character. The moves he does are incredible. That second phase, there are not that many things like that in the Soul series. Like, it was incredible. But he does two things that I absolutely cannot stand in Elden Ring. And he's not the only boss to do it, but I feel that he just double downs on it more than anyone else. The first is tracking attacks, and the second are the delayed attacks. Oh my god, the amount of times where I thought I got the perfect dodge or the perfect roll in, and you'd still track and hit me, 180 degrees, 360 degrees, it didn't matter. He would just hit me out of nowhere with a tracking attack. And you're going to see I have a Hype Rage video coming up where I'm going to show how bogus some of those attacks were. But man, the tracking is just absurd in this fight. And then you top it off with all the delayed attacks this guy has. And he mixed up his own timing. So there are plenty of times where I knew he was doing one attack, but he conditioned me into thinking it was another. And, it was just a mess. And at the beginning, I was using a colossal great hammer when I was fighting him. And he would never let you get more than 2 hits on him. Everything was just a poke and roll, poke and run. And honestly, the risk versus reward just wasn't fair for the player. It wasn't fair for me during that time. Because he'd hit me 2 or 3 times and I would be like turbo dead. So I switched back to, this brute force build. Because I thought the only chance I stood was doing as much damage as I could, breaking his poise and stunning him as much as I could just to get those critical hits. And then just YOLOing it. I got the God RNG at the beginning. He didn't do any of his crazy attacks, which was honestly a blessing for me. But this phase in particular, the second phase, the camera. Holy hell, the camera is not your friend at all. And there's so many times I got him this low in health and he killed me. Even right now, doubt started seeping in. I'm like, oh, not another one of these magic pixel moments. He sniped me out of the air here, and I finally got him. He was a fun fight. I'm glad I was able to solo it just to see that I could still do it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, he could chill on the tracking attacks just a bit, and the camera can help out a bit in phase 2 as well. So stick around for the Hype Rage video. Hopefully it makes you laugh.